Hello and welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Now, it is no secret that I've been sick like a dog. The cool thing about making videos is that I could edit out all my coughing, sneezing, complaining, and all my pains. So that's the cool thing about making videos. So here I am. Since I've been sick, I decided to go and check out a game that I haven't seen in at least 5 years. But I've been playing this game since I was a young teenager. But let's get a little bit of backstory before we even get started. Before Solo Leveling, Solo Leveling, that very popular, really good anime that everybody should check out. And before that, there was a game called, not a game, an anime called Sword Art Online. A lot of people know about this, Sword Art Online. Very popular indeed. But taking it back even further than that, a series very beloved. I love this series. This is my Sword Art Online. This is my Solo Leveling. This is the anime/games I grew up with. This is the Dot Hack series. And inside the Dot Hack series, there's a character. This character in particular. And his name is the Terror of Death. And yes, this was my original favorite character. And that's where my name comes from. But let's talk about the game. If we look at the history right here in Wikipedia about the game, it says Latte is a 2D side-scrolling online game developed by South Korean Audio Octosoft. And actually right here, you can see the original owners of the license was OG Planet. This is where I started playing the game. And this is, I believe I started playing the game in 2009. No, I either started playing the game in either 2009 or 2011, somewhere between that. Maybe it was 2010. My voice, my poor voice, guys. I am not surviving correctly this. So right now, the license got sold to a developer called Papaya Play. And they were I was there when they did the transfer. And they were kind enough to give us, the OGs, the legacy players, the title of legacy, and a few gifts. But now let's check out the actual game. Now, the first thing that I love about this game is not only the fact that it's been running for 15 plus years and it's still here, but the fact that this game still holds up. Before Genshin Impact, there was Latte, and it's basically a Genshin Impact, bro. And I love this game. Wow, everybody in the world was playing World of Warcraft, and there was another game called Perfect World and stuff like that. I was playing Latte. I was playing this game. And crazy enough, there was a game that was way more popular than this one with a similar art style called Maple Story Online. And that's a great game, don't get me wrong. But this was my MMORPG. This is the one I grew up playing. So the reason I tell you about the story of the anime that I loved when I was growing up is because my first original character in this game was called the Terror of Death. And then after I got to level, I think it was 180, countless, I played for so long, my account got banned because of some BS, really. And I decided to make a new account with a new character, and that character was born from the ashes of the other character. So instead of naming it Terror of Death, I named it Seed of Death. And that's where the name Seed of Death came from. Born from the ashes of my original character that died. And then when they changed companies and Papaya Play got the license, I made this character in homage to all that. But then I started new characters, and these are the characters I played with. And they're still here, which is awesome. Just how I left them, I love it. I love it. I always had a boy and a girl, and I always try to keep them at the same level. But let's go into the game and check it out. This is the game that taught me that games are about the journey, not the ending. Playing the game, that's the game. The actual playing of the game is the game, not ending the game. I can't believe there's still a large community here, but here they are, still where I left them. And this is the problem with games like this. You finish the game, and then you have nothing to do but stand around and show off your cosmetics, basically. Which is pretty cool, but I want to play. I want to explore. And a lot of people just race to the end of the game, and then they just stand around because there's no more game to play. And that's very unfortunate, because in my opinion, games are meant to be played, not just to be there. But it's pretty cool that there's so many people still here, bro. And I haven't played this game, I think, since 2019. But now they have a battle pass, which is crazy. I guess that's how they're holding up. And they have a daily login reward as well. And I have all the gifts that I got that I never claimed. Gifts that they gave me when I first transferred to this new company and everything. Oh, stimulus package for loyal players. Facts, I'm such a loyal player. They give me free pets. The game is not bad. It's like Genshin Impact. You have to pay for so many things, but to be honest, you could get a lot of the stuff just by playing and get it free. But this game is not easy. It's as complicated and as deep as any MMORPG. But this game, this is exactly what I mean, that I love 2D animation graphics, because they just could hold up forever. While 3D animations, if you go play Mario 64 or you go play World of Warcraft, the original graphics and all that, dude, it just doesn't hold up. It just doesn't. But 2D animation, it's never gonna die. It could live forever. It's like playing an anime. Wow, this is the tutorial area where you first start the game. When you create a new character, you gotta choose a class from many different classes, and then you gotta do the tutorial. I'm a gunner. I just love I'm not a sword guy, I'm a gun guy, and I've always really enjoyed just destroying everything with the power of my pistols. I just love it. It's just so epic just to shoot everything. Over the top, bro. But yeah, look at this game for me is never gonna get old. The beautiful characters, the beautiful monsters, even the monsters look amazing. By the way, that down there is a save point where you could save your game and teleport. So it's like a teleporter. All you gotta do is, I remember passing the story of this game like a millennia ago. It It was fun, but I barely remember the story. The loading screens was another thing that was peak, and the more you explore, the enemies change, which is super awesome. By the way, this character that's following right there, that's my pet. My pet supports me with skills and all that. There's many different pets in the game. That's just mine. And here we got another save point. When you first start out the game, this area is not as easy, but I'm like super OP. That's just how games used to be. What I could say about this game is that it's really ahead of its times. This game is exactly how I remember. But like I said, it still holds up. The Koreans just knew how to make games, bro. And eventually you'll run into dungeons. This is a dungeon, and it tells you the level you have to be able to successfully pass this dungeon. You could run into boss characters. There's a boss somewhere around here. I see his life. There he is. Child's play because I'm super OP, like I said. Back in the days, actually having a level on your character mattered. And some characters, some monsters that could destroy you, you could just go back and destroy them. But now I want to show off the beauty of so many different locations in this game. And hopefully I don't gotta talk a lot because my throat hurts. I don't know, man. It's just the music and the ambience this peaceful game creates. It's just so nice. There's so many cities and towns. It kind of gives me a vibe of Pokemon at the same time, but a really advanced Pokemon. Get on aircraft. Ooh. Where do I want to go? Let's go to the Big Apple. Let's go. And just like that, I'm on a plane. And everybody's just chilling. I'm going to New York. This is kind of crazy. But it's exactly how I remember it. The details, bro. And here we are in the Big Apple. It looks as beautiful as I remember. Dude, I'm always gonna love this game, especially the fact that I'm so nostalgic about it. This game, it's never gonna get old for me. I'm always gonna love this game, bro. Wow, this used to be one of my favorite towns. Now, back in the day, developers used to get it right. Now, developers are really confused. Like, guys, if I had to ask you what culture is this? If you had to guess, what culture is this? Well, something very interesting is that this right here, this is Chinese culture. You can see right here the bamboos and the panda and all the red bricks on top of the roofs. This is Chinese culture. Especially they're dressed like Chinese. They're dressed, this is how the Chinese people dress back in the day. So this is Chinese culture. Not to be confused with Japanese. There's a very big difference. You'll see. Now this is a whole different city with a whole different vibe. As you can see, the cherry blossoms and the water canal right there. Especially how the people are dressed. Let me see. This, what culture is this? They're using kimonos. This is Japanese culture. There's a very big difference. Confusing them will be racist. But I love it. Everything is here exactly how I. Wait a minute. Owl Castle. Bro, where's Owl Castle? Owl Castle used to be so cool. Let me see if I can find it. This is the town teleporter right here. Oh, Castle! No, this is Dark Moon Castle. Is this Owl Castle? Come on! Oh god. Yeah, Owl Castle! Bro, this place is peak! Look how cool the music is and the ambience, bro. This is so cool. There's ninjas everywhere. Well, all the unique locations, it just, and all the unique enemies with the animation, it just never gets old. It never gets old for me, guys. I love this game, man. I'm always gonna love this game and how it looks. This is actually a part where you gotta climb all the way up without falling, but I made it all the way up, so I'm going down. But this is so cool. There's so many, oh my god, that's how easy you could fall down. This was very tedious back in the day, but ever since they added the double jump, everything is kind of a breeze. It used to be harder when there was only one jump. Wow, this is that goes to show this is a futuristic town. Goes to show how you could go from the very fantasy like to very futuristic sci-fi. The crazy thing is this was all here years and years and years ago when I first started playing. This used to be the end game town. Now I think it's just a town since they added so much more. There's like 2 games on top of this. Just like if it was a DLC. It's insane. Magical Forest. Oh, I remember this place. Wow. Wow, that's exactly what I was talking about. From one city that looked like you're in the future to a city that looks like you're in Warcraft. Just exploring, just looking at all the different locations and enjoying how it looks is enough for me. Like, not only does it take me back to the nostalgia, but it's so beautiful and impressive. It still is. And so much more that they added that I've never seen. But look how beautiful this looks. This game was definitely ahead of its times. I'm happy it's still here, man. such a beautiful game. It's never gonna get old, man. I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of new areas I never explored and a whole bunch of new enemies that look amazing. That's not even counting the boss battles, the dungeons. I'm just walking around the game, just showing the surface. The game actually goes so deep in so many layers. But just like that, those layers could get a little bit overwhelming. Let me give you an example. This is the gear you gotta wear. And on top of that gear, you could put a fashion on. Then you got special items. Then you got gems. Then you got, the title. I got Legacy Hero, which is unique to the OG players that came from the original game. There's so many stats. Did you see the stats? Look at all this. This is not an easy game. Let's see. Then you got the stars. Dude, there's so many layers to learn about this game that I'm not gonna pretend like it's an easy game. They do have a guide right here that goes on forever and ever and ever, explaining absolutely everything. Everything. The game now goes to level 5,000. So dude, I can't even believe that. I can't even believe that. Now the game is free to play, but it does have an extensive shop, just like Genshin Impact, where you could buy everything from pets. As you can see right here, you could buy different pets according to what you like. There's many pages of different pets that you could just explore. There's beauty, where you could change your eyes and your hair and the color. There's fashion, where you could put and buy stuff like apparently a ghost face mask. There's so many stuff. There's utility items that increase your inventory and level up and all that stuff. There's packages, which is like a bundle where you could buy a full outfit. You see? There's so, like the shop. That's what's been holding this game up for so many years, the shop. And now that fact that they have a season pass, where was it? Right here. That's definitely what has been holding the game up. They have a daily login reward. So far, I've been playing it for 4 days. They got events, all types of stuff. So the game is actually quite updated a lot. Has so many new things. If I use my teleportation, you can see this. All this was the original game that I played. All this, all these towns, all this game, that was the whole game. Now they added even more. Before I stopped playing, I think I played up to here. Oh, actually I played up to here. From there on, I don't have much at all. You see, I don't have anything here because these areas I haven't reached the level I need. That's not even counting that now they have even more. A whole new expansion, which is insane. So yeah, while I've been under the weather, not feeling great, I just been laying in bed, with my laptop, editing videos and playing this game. Just chilling, laying back. I do feel better, I do gotta say, but my voice is coming back. But I do gotta say, I'm so happy that I came back to check out this game that I hold so dear in my heart. This game for me, it's always gonna be nostalgic. It's always gonna be beautiful. And I hope it never ever dies. And it is free to play. So for all I know, some of you might actually come over here and start your own journey exploring this amazing world. Because to be honest, it's so cool. It's never gonna stop. This is a whole new event area. This was not in the game. This is a very nice event area. Hello, could I move? Who are you? Well, you look nice with your odd eyes. Dude, this game is peak. It's peak. If you're into RPGs, especially massive multiplayer online RPGs, this is definitely one to check out. If not, the other one that was very popular was called Maple Story. And I played that one as well, but I never got into it as much as I got into Latale. As you can see, it says it right there, boys. Latale Online, right here. Which is a game that created the name Seed of Death, because he was born out of the character Terror of Death. But that's all I have to say. I'm pretty happy that I got to visit this game. I'm pretty happy that it's still alive. And I do gotta say, I think I'm gonna play this game when I have free time. Because this game is always gonna be a part of me, a part of my life. For all I know, this is where I was born. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for subscribing and being awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially the fact that I wasn't able to live stream this weekend because I wasn't feeling great at all. I appreciate you guys for understanding that. Thank you so much. You're the best community. And I'll see you next time, guys. Peace out.